August 29th, 1974. What began as a calm and cloudy late summer day turned into one of the worst days in Brookhaven history, bringing not one, not two, but a staggering 5 disasters, all wrapped into one historical event known as the Brookhaven mega disaster. A typical Thursday morning in Brookhaven. Adults going to work, kids enjoying their last days of summer vacation, residents enjoying ample shopping. Life was, by all accounts, good. I was shopping at the baby store. My due date was September 17th, so I was buying things for the nursery. Meanwhile, at the nuclear plant, Supervisor Hiro Matsui clocked into work after a 2-week vacation.
My family had just spent 12 days in Seaboard City, and I was ready to get back to work.
He returned from a dream vacation, not knowing he was coming back to his worst nightmare. And across town, paramedic Chad Fitzsimmons had just reported for duty.
It seemed like a slow day, but it turned out to be the busiest day of my career.
Then, at exactly 10:47 a.m., the island of Brookhaven began to violently shake. Coming up. It was terrifying.
So we immediately had to coordinate evacuation efforts. The entire island had lost power.
If you like gas, you'll love Diesel, the newest custom Rotten Robbie fragrance. It's stronger, more powerful, more pungent. It's Diesel. Also available in body wash, body spray, hand soap, hand sanitizer, and candles. Exclusively at Rotten Robbie's. Don't you hate it when you're having an important conversation and this happens? Or when you have the perfect comeback for a troll and this happens? Or when you ask someone a question and get this in response? You don't have to be victimized by tags anymore with the hashtag translator. Hashtag translator will translate hashtags into legible, discernible words in seconds with our patented translation technology. How may I take your order? What?
4 tacos, please.
Oh, coming right up.
Thank you. Hashtag translator.
The hashtag translator will change your life. And hashtag strangler victims get a 50% discount. Order yours today. An 8.1 magnitude earthquake was ravaging the island of Brookhaven, homes and businesses crumbling. It was terrifying, as if the whole town was being ripped apart. But that wasn't the worst of it. Not by a long shot.
Earthquakes on their own are bad, but in Brookhaven, they pose even more dangers. One being tsunamis. So we immediately had to coordinate evacuation efforts, which meant getting everyone to higher ground in the specially constructed safety bunker on Eagle View.
The scene was chaotic as homeowners and business owners alike rushed to safety, leaving their devastated properties behind. But inside the safe and sturdy walls of the nuclear plant, everything was fine. So far.
The plant is built to withstand pretty much anything. And even though the whole entire island had lost power, our backup generator had kicked on and everything was running smoothly.
But 15 minutes later, all of that would change. Offshore, a giant tsunami was forming. Underground, a long, dormant volcano was awakening. In the air, an unsuspecting pilot on a solo flight was heading right for it all. And in the bunker, Margaret was going into labor. Coming up. I was having a baby!
And that's when we discovered something was wrong. Very wrong. So many disasters at once.
Doctor, can we save her? We have to try. Give me my tools. Stat. I might not have an actual medical degree, but when it comes to cars, I'm known as the doctor. I think my car battery is dying. Don't worry, I'll do everything I can. Clear? You saved my car! Thanks, doctor! May I help you? I need an oil change. Scrubbing in! She's resting comfortably now. You can go in and see her. Okay, thanks. Just doing my job. If you've got car trouble, come on down to the Brookhaven Auto Mall. The doctor is in. Summer's almost over, but the fun doesn't have to end. Here on Play All Day, we play all year. So don't miss what we've got coming up this fall. Here's a few hints. Join us for all of this, plus a special celebration commemorating the 5-year anniversary of our first Brookhaven video. All of that and more this fall on Play All Day. Just minutes after a highly destructive earthquake ravaged the town of Brookhaven, an enormous wall of water, caused by the massive quake, was closing in. And Mount Brooks was actively erupting. Flight 1 was making its final approach into Brookhaven, unaware of the mayhem happening below. Since volcanic ash is too fine to show up on a radar, pilot Bill Brimley flew right through it, causing a remarkable effect known as St. Elmo's Fire, in which luminous plasma is created by a corona discharge in an atmospheric electric field. The event caused the aircraft's engines to flame out, causing the stunned pilot to lose control, crashing into the nuclear plant just south of the runway.
The plane was in flaming pieces, but somehow, miraculously, the pilot survived. Just some moderate burns and some major PTSD. We heard the crash, but had no time to react, because almost immediately, the tsunami hit. And that's when we discovered something was wrong. Very wrong.
A deep surge of water drenched the town in a massive flood that even the flood walls of the power plant couldn't contain. The backup diesel generators were flooded out and stopped working, which in turn caused a failure in the cooling system.
We did everything we could do, but it didn't work.
A nuclear emergency was declared.
So many disasters at once! Earthquake, tsunami, volcanic eruption, plane crash, and now this!
Emergency cooling attempts didn't work. The fuel rod's temperature continued to rise. and the building steam pressure resulted in falling water levels, exposing the overheated fuel rods, creating hydrogen, which mixed with oxygen, creating an explosion that blew the 1,000-ton top off a reactor, allowing copious amounts of radioactive gas into the sky over Brookhaven.
It was the worst case scenario.
Meanwhile, in the safety bunker, Margaret was in labor. Right there in the middle of an earthquake, tsunami, volcanic eruption, nuclear disaster, I was having a baby.
It's a girl.
A girl? I'll name her Inga. Inga Scoop. A small miracle in an otherwise bleak day. And the aftermath was equally dismal, as the radioactive cloud settled, penetrating the ground, water systems, livestock, and food sources, creating questionable safety issues and concerns moving forward. Alas, the EPA did extensive testing, declaring Brookhaven basically safe to inhabit. Rebuilding efforts began immediately under Mayor Herman Frankel. Consider this a war on disaster. We will not surrender and we will not fall. Through the awful devastation we have endured, we saw our landmark arches remain as a symbol of Brookhaven's strength, withstanding hard times against all odds. We are 2 arches strong. The speech inspired an anthem written and performed by Brookhaven natives Harley Brothers Jam Band months later, a song and sentiment that would encapsulate and empower a town intent on prospering despite great tragedy. Brookhaven would remain strong, 2 arches strong.
Those arches rise up every morning, remind me I ain't strayed. Running the twin arches, the sun rolls down, 2 arms of old Brookhaven, holding this town.